Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic, Sith Inquisitor Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just completed the False Emperor Flashpoint, and we will now be reading a little bit of mail, because as we can see here, we actually have numerous messages that are going to be expiring any time now, and I do believe it would be a good idea to read them. Now, this is from Hadrick, who I do believe was one of those spirit shaman that helped us out. And as we can see here, I have found a new place for the Gormak. It is small but away from the Voss, away from the mad Gormak king. One day I will return, guide other Gormak to the stars, guide them to peace. Maybe you come with us, dreaming one. So that is very nice, and as we can see here, hello, it's the Melken guy. My last character broke. Don't ask why, but I have this one now, and I was hoping that I might be able to join your guild. Yes, by all means, send me a message, and I'll get that done for you. Thank you very much. Hi, Reformist. I was wondering if I could join your guild. Best regards, Josephia. Yes, no doubt you can easily do that. Just send me a message, or send one of our officers a message. And hello, Reformist. I absolutely love all your videos, and especially your Sith Inquisitor ones. Would you please send some credits, just to help me get started on this new character? Sure, why not? Let's do that. Let's send a couple of credits. Let's send 50,000, I suppose? 50,000 is enough? I think that is enough, surely. 50,000. There we go. Yes. There we go. Thank you very much. Now, hello, Zakath here. I hear that you're going down a dark path with lots of death, and a little planning, so good for you. I was hoping to send you a thing or two that might help you to show a bit more of your dark side. Enjoy! Oh-ho! Oh, the sinister emote. Oh, thank you very much. Wow, that is very nice of you. Thank you. And this particular fellow has actually, unfortunately, deleted his character, so maybe he's made another one. Well, nevertheless, Lord Zanash, I have watched your trials and adventures as an Inquisitor, and have even started playing because of it. I wish to join your guild, and as I can't seem to whisper the request over a holo projector, I wish to send this your way. Your latest reformer, Kurjo. Oh yes, thank you very much for that. Oh my, okay. Hello, I have been informed of your adventures, and I must say I'm impressed. So, as a token of friendship in these dark times, I have sent you some very valuable items. I do hope you find some good use of them in the near future. Oh my, Ravager's lower body armor, Ravager's supplementary body armor, Galactic Wanderer title? Wow. My goodness, thank you so much. And of course we do have, wow, an orange-red indestructible crystal. Well, that is very, very nice indeed. Thank you very much for that. And Ravager's armor, as well as 20,000 credits. Thank you so much for that. Really, thank you so much. And I'm not going to be taking that yet, because I'm just going to be dealing with it off-screen, of course. But thank you very much. Now, Moff Pyron is actually sending us something. My lord, I just received word of Darth Thenaton's cowardice. I may know little of the Kagath, but I'm fairly certain that scampering off is not the path to victory. Bad enough that Thanaton attempted to sabotage the Empire's war efforts for personal gain. Now he defiles his own traditions to save his skin. It's clear the Empire needs more Sith like you in positions of power. So please, my lord, crush him. And we did do that, that is for sure. Now, we have, love the YouTube channel, was wondering if we could get an invite to the guild. Yes, by all means, send me a message. Hello, Reformist. I'm an American viewer, and I've recently gotten into Star Wars The Old Republic. While searching YouTube for playthroughs, I found your series with Zanash and really loved it. Oh, thank you very much. I think I may have watched your entire Trooper series within a week, so I decided to hop over and make a character on the EU server. Hopefully we may go strong in the Force together. Admirer and fellow Sith, Nerfslayer. P.S. Will you be doing another class series after you finish this one? Well, that's the thing. I actually have no idea, but I do believe the Imperial Agent story is looking like it is a fan favorite. So, if anything, it's probably going to be that one. But as I don't know how long the 12 times experience bonus is going to last, we'll see how that goes. But thank you very much for your message. We have Major Dogran here on behalf of Grand Moff Regus, who we just obviously spoke to. I have been authorized by Grand Moff Regus to provide you with the attached compensation in recognition of your assistance against the Kalish General Gelrex and his forces. The Grand Moff appreciates your adherence to traditional Imperial values in light of dissenting opinions. He hopes he can rely on your continued support in this matter. And they're giving us an ancient small credit box. Thank you. Hello, Reformer. I like your vids, and I was wondering if I could join your guild. I am a level 41 marauder. Keep up the good work. Yes, by all means, send me an message, yes, and it appears as though I was a little startled by your 20,000 credits. Thank you so much. I do not require anything, but thank you nevertheless. And so, hey Reformist, I started watching your videos this past weekend and I've enjoyed them. I just got through watching the Troopers series and it made me miss playing Star Wars. I had to quit when my computer was struck by lightning. Really? Wow, okay. It took me 2 years to get another computer a few months ago, and I decided to get back on. I would like to get a guild invite when I can. I live in the States, so I don't know what the time difference is. P.S. Yes, I love playing Ace Combat 5, and I know the spelling is wrong. Razgriz, I believe, is a character from that game, but yes, wow. Thank you so much. So yes, by all means, try to send me a message whenever you can, and I will get you an invite. And there it is. That is all of the mail that we have gone through so far. And I do believe now is the time for us to head on to you-know-where, and that is Shadow of Revan. Okay, so we have made our way to the Imperial Fleet, and we are now about to speak to A7M1, who has the Shadow of Revan prelude for us. So, let us interact with him. Prepare for incoming transmission, Darth Arcus, Dark Council member.
Dark Lord, I consider it an honor to call upon a fellow member of the Dark Council in this matter.
What's this all about?
You represent the last, most vital piece in my plan to shake the Republic to its very core. I'd say more, but it's better we speak in person. I promise you, together we will change the face of the galaxy. Starting with the planet Tython.
Docking bay coordinates transmitted. You see Darth Arthur's now. Arcus, even. Darth Arthur's. Oh, yes. Okay, so we are going to be now heading down to apparently complete Forged Alliances Part 1. Aha, okay. Part 1, that's rather intriguing. No doubt there is going to be a couple of parts to this, and I'm just making sure that everything is okay with our gear. We're all repaired, and we may as well head inside now.
If I could carry a tune, I would sing of this day. What we are about to accomplish, the galaxy will forever behold with great wonderment. But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. After all, we've never properly met.
Darth Arcus.
Yes, a pleasure. In my capacity as Minister of Military Offense, I have repeatedly enjoyed the fruits of your labor. And this is my most trusted advisor, Lana Benico.
The value of a great mind cannot be measured. The Dark Council is no doubt all the better for your involvement.
You must think me gullible to serve up such empty flattery.
I meant no offense. Perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. You've been invited here to perform an act once thought impossible. An attack on the Jedi Temple of Tython.
Promising leads have been rare ever since Imperial intelligence was effectively dismantled. However, a source I personally trust has alerted me to a hole in Tython's planetary defenses. If we act fast and strike hard, it will absolutely ruin Republic morale. Annihilate it.
And once we've taken the temple, what then?
While you concern yourself with the assault, Lord Go will be tasked with keeping the temple secured. So long as we have control, we'll explore the artifacts and histories stored inside. Imagine all we can learn about the Jedi and the Force.
We should raise the temple. Let everything and everyone inside it smolder and turn to ash.
The longer we hold the Jedi Temple, the deeper the wound to the Republic's morale, and the longer it will take them to recover.
Your shuttle awaits. By the time you reach Tython, our first wave will have established a foothold on the surface. I'll remain in constant contact throughout the offensive.
Succeed in this, and together we will have signaled the beginning of the Republic's most humiliating end. Glory for the Empire!
Well, it appears they are both rather steadfast in their patriotic beliefs by the looks of things, but nevertheless we are going to say hi in the guild chat right there, and now we're going to be heading on. Oh, it appears as though we are actually going to be doing a flashpoint almost immediately. That is rather impressive. Okay, I am unsure what is going on here, but we're no doubt going to be finding out. So let's head on in to the loading screen and... Whoa, okay, Tython looks very dilapidated and destroyed from varying sources, no doubt. A lot of artillery fire, perhaps, and obviously the inevitable lightsaber. And it is about to taste Zaynash's dual saber, no doubt. So, wow, okay. I'm about to undertake a rather important mission by the looks of things. Approach the outer defenses.
As expected, the Republic isn't making our advance to the Jedi Temple easy. Our initial strike team had hoped to secure the landing area by now. But enemy reinforcements have been hammering us with heavy artillery fire. There's an array of sensors out there guiding the attacks. Destroy them, and we'll finally start to make some headway.
Okay, well, that is what I will do, and I actually think I'm going to be untracking this, thank you very much, and we're going to be approaching the outer defenses almost immediately, I suppose, so let us move over here. Okay, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, okay, so there we go. Destroy artillery targeting arrays. That's an artillery battery. I thought that was a targeting array. Okay, well, let's just move the camera out a little bit just to make sure that we're avoiding the inevitable artillery that is no doubt hitting us rather a lot here. And I suppose we should do some damage to these fellows over here. So we do have a combat droid. I'm actually not entirely sure how effective it's going to be, suffice it to say, but we're no doubt going to be finding out very, very shortly. It appears as though that combat droid is absolutely insane and is soloing most of the group, which I gotta say is mighty impressive. My goodness. Well, I was not expecting that, that is for sure. I was definitely not expecting that, but nevertheless we are going to be now taking out this group, which is the main group defending the artillery targeting arrays. And maybe we can take out this Republic trooper as well, thank you very much. There we go. Okay. Doing the Shadow of Revan prelude. Yes. And now we are going to be disabling the artillery targeting array. With Force Lightning, no doubt. Oh my goodness, wow, I do like that. Okay. So, let us move in here. And I'm actually going to move over this way because we want to do as much AoE damage as we can. We'll try and take out the Republic Trooper. Try and just assist our combat support droid because obviously it is just absolutely beastly, it appears. I mean, it does have, what is that, 56,000 HP. And just to give a comparison, Talos has 21,000 and I have... Wow, I actually have 33,000? Okay, there must be some buff going on there, because last time I saw I had 23 or something like that, so it must just be because the combat support droid is giving us much more in the way of defense. So let's try and take this guy out as quickly as we can. There we have it. Okay, so, I see. So this is the next array? Is this the next array right here? No, surely not. It doesn't look like it. Well, whatever the case, I'm going to try and avoid that artillery fire, or should we just say burning alive? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Ah, there it is. There is the next targeting array. And we're going to be heading on over to the next group. Take out these guys. I'm going to try and use recklessness here just to get discharge off. And I think what I may do is, at the end of this flashpoint, I'm probably going to be respecking, but I'll do that off screen, and then I can potentially showcase a couple of abilities that we have acquired with the new spec, because I feel as though this one has maybe outlived its usefulness. Even though it is rather fun to play, it is maybe time for a change, I feel. And I think that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I mean, getting a damage over time spec would be very, very cool, in my opinion. There we are. Whoa, 4.5? Yeah. That is really nice. 4,500 damage right there. Oh yes. These new mods must have helped a huge amount. I am really pleased with that. And there we go. Force lightning. There we are. Excellent. So now where is the next one? Ah, the next one's over there. And we cannot mount? We cannot mount in this area? Okay, well, that's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? I'm really surprised by that, actually. Well, nevertheless, let's take out this heavy defense droid. It appears as though the combat support droid that we have right now is just absolutely beastly. Way too beastly, in my opinion, maybe. Because it is just carrying me like nothing else, from what I can see. I mean, I can kill these Republic troopers very, very quickly indeed, but obviously these ones, the elite ones, are a little bit tougher. And as you see, the combat support droid is just chunking them considerably. It's just absolutely amazing, but nevertheless, we're going to be making our way over to the next array, and obviously our droid is going to be a little bit overzealous, maybe a little bit too overeager. Nevertheless, we are going to be heading on here and taking out those guys. Wow, there's actually a huge amount of defense at the last one, so we're definitely going to need his assistance. So I suppose I really shouldn't complain too much about it being a little easy, but right now it seems easy, but we have obviously not come across any bosses just yet, so maybe it will be a little bit more difficult, but right now everything seems relatively fine. We do have Talos healing us, of course, as well. And bear in mind, I have upgraded his gear as well, so he's going to be healing for a lot more, and so on. So even if we have the combat support droid, I feel like we could still do this with just Talos, but it would just take us a lot longer, I suppose. And now it appears as though we do need to disable the outer defense, or at least breach them, so we need to disable some kind of shield, it appears. So we're going to be heading on over here. I would very much like to mount up, but obviously that is not going to be the case right now anyway, but ooh, I remember this, goodness me. I have actually created Jedi in the past, and this is the starting area for them. And I do believe over there, where my cursor is where you first get dropped off by the initial speeder, so that is rather remarkable. I must say I quite like that. It provides a little bit of a connection. Rather than it being a faceless world, it is actually Tython, where the Jedi actually start, so that's very, very cool in my opinion. Ah, here we go. We have a boss. Defeat Major Emos, and it appears as though he is a commando of sorts. And he has 175,000 HP. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so far so good, but of course I don't believe I can actually interrupt him from using full auto and hail of bolts and so on and so forth. This guy actually does not much damage, it appears, but it appears as though he's just taking a lot of damage himself. He appears to have very, very high defenses. And that is unfortunate in itself, because otherwise we're going to take a long time over that, but nevertheless, we're just going to continue onward. Oh, well that's good, Talos. He still remembers some of his combat training. Well, that's exactly what we need you to remember right now, otherwise we're going to be in for a spot of bother. And this is exactly the reason why I may want to respec, because even though this build right now is very good in my opinion, it has its up moments, it does have a lot of downtime when it comes to its damage. As we can see here, this had 9,000 HP, and we took quite a while to kill it, so I'm thinking going for a hatred build is maybe a good idea, but I think Deception in itself is more of a stealth-orientated build. So if you're going to stealth a lot, then that would definitely be the way to go. But Hatred seems to be much better in terms of its raw damage. As we can see, it focuses on using Death Field. I obviously will showcase more of that when I actually get round to respecking, but right now we're just going to focus on taking down Major Imos, which is very, very soon indeed. Come on, take him out. The combat support droid, unfortunately, is not focusing the guy that I actually want him to focus, but nevertheless, we have defeated Major Imos. And we are now going to be heading onward. There we go. And one more over there. Let's shock them to finish it off. And now we can loot a basic commendation. Thank you very much. It appears as though there's a console over here. We're going to be disabling the generator. I'm going to go stealth for this just to see if there's any difference in our attacks. As we can see, if we use Recklessness to its best effect and are actually efficient with it, then we can actually do a lot of damage. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm not being efficient with my abilities. Maybe. But nevertheless, let's interact. There we are. Now we must proceed to the Jedi Temple, which is no doubt going to be this way. Yes, it is. And yes, wow. It's actually a rather far distance, so I am going to be cutting away while we walk there.